Well, greetings again. This is Dave here at Starstruck, and welcome to our astrophotography channel. We were able to get out again last night, which was April 30th of 2020. The moon is 7.6 days old now, and it's at 52.4% illumination. So as the moon becomes more and more illuminated, the colors begin to change. It starts to take on more of a yellow or orangish glow. That's because of all the sunlight lighting up the surface. Well, one of the things that we talked about when we shot last night's video was we wanted to start getting some of these mountain ranges, and they're just now starting to come out of the shadows at the edge of the moon where it's illuminated. Once we get past about 62% or so, they show up pretty good. And then after that, the surface is so bright, as you can see here. When I reveal that front edge, it just starts to wash out. So once the moon gets really, really well lit, you start losing a lot of the really nice fine features. And you don't get the depth because it's shining directly down into the craters, so you don't have any edge shadows to show what's going on. Just a few more of these pictures showing some of the mountain ridges. But if you look to the up in the right corner as we're photographing some of these, you'll see how easy it is for the sunlight to wash out the picture. So I'm keeping the telescope mostly down in the dark line of the moon so I can bring out the mountain ranges. One of my brothers were looking at some of these pictures, and he said, "Man, the old moon has sure taken a whooping over the years." Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff hit the surface of the moon. Now, when you look here, you'll see what looks like roads. That's actually debris that's been knocked out of the craters, and the debris down low is lighter material than the surface of the moon. So I've got a little surprise coming up for you here right after this picture. And what you're going to see looks like the moon, but it is not the moon. That is actually Venus. And a lot of people don't realize Venus has a phase cycle just like the moon does, except it takes a year and a half to go all the way through its phases, where the moon just takes 29 and a half days. So I thought you'd find that real interesting. I hadn't looked at Venus in a long time, and the first time I looked at it, I said, well, what in the world's in front of Venus? And I had to go back and do some research, and sure enough, it has a year and a half long cycle where it has, or not eclipses, but crescents just like the moon. So I'm going to go ahead and include the rest of these photos that we shot. We shot 29 pictures in all last night, so it was a pretty good night. The seeing was actually pretty good. The skies stayed clear. And we might get out again tonight. There's not much else that I can photograph for you. But I hope you enjoy these. And as time goes on, we're going to get into the deep space astrophotography. I don't have the camera purchased yet, but that's something I'm looking forward to. And we'll probably end up getting some TeleVue power mates so we can get even closer than what we're getting now. So if you like this, please subscribe. And we don't have to stay indoors. Just go outside, get starstruck, and have some fun. And maybe we'll catch you on the next one.